Hello everyone, my name is Anusha. I am from Team 1, Sub Team 1. We are presenting a topic interpersonal communication, my turn with self talk and inner dialogue. Have you ever talked to ourselves before exam any difficult situation? That inner voice is called self talk. I explain it. Self talk means talk to yourselves and inner dialogue. It builds our confidence and motivation. It improves our focus and concentration. Self talk shapes your mindset. Positive inner dialogue leads to success. My friend will continue the next.
After understanding the introduction, next we move next slide. First of all, let us understand what is the meaning of interpersonal communication. Interpersonal means intra means is within, personal means self. Interpersonal communication is the communication happens with ourselves. For it is the silent conversation happens with ourselves. For example, when we think, when we plan, analyze, or motivate ourselves, we are using interpersonal communication. And we are saying things like what I need to improve, where should I where should I need to improve these things like we used in intrapersonal communication. This type of communication is does not involve with other people. It happens inside our own mind. In simple words, interpersonal communication is the communication communicate with oneself. It is quite personal and powerful. My friend will continue.
and and I am going to continue the importance of the interpersonal communication. The interpersonal communication is important eh, because the thoughts the intrapersonal communication is important because the thoughts in the individual can understand their thoughts and themselves and self recognition and and it is allowed to open that emotions and the strengths and the weaknesses, and while they can recognize their thoughts and the self awareness and and emotional control, and the positive self talks it um, and builds the confidence and the strength, and
Interpersonal communication and self-communication. Interpersonal communication means communicating ourself, like our thoughts and inner feelings. Secondly, first is phases of self property.
Self-esteem is the way a person thinks about self-esteem is the way a person thinks and feels about herself. Self-esteem is the ability to understand the having good self having good self-esteem means to believe
Self-image. Self, self-image. Self-image is the mental picture of oneself. It is shaped by it is shaped by confidence and it is shaped by thoughts, experience, and motivation. Class a positive self-image. The confidence and positive images. My friend is confused.
I want to discuss about this slide self-efficiency. Self-efficiency means believing that your ability to do the task and some solve problems that can gives us to good more confidence and more confidence to face challenges to face challenge believe, believe in one's ability. Believe in one's ability means trusting yourself to do that work easily. It helps to face challenges and confidence to never give up easily. Next slide. Emotional regulation and interpersonal communication. Emotional regulation means to control yourself and manage your emotions. Intrapersonal communication means you should talk yourself about thoughts and self reflections. Next slide.
So I would like to say about emotional awareness. Awareness is so plays very crucial role in our life. Understanding our own emotions. Understanding our emotions mean the way we are feeling in any situations and etc. And next, development through self reflections. Developing through self reflection means out we are which are outcomes depend on the outcomes we need to develop in our self reflections, improve emotional intelligence. By improving emotional intelligence we need to evaluate our own life. Thank you. My friend will continue.
I would like to talk about emotional regulation through self talk. Inner dialogue means the conversation having within ourselves. And also, when we face any interviews or any exams, our mind often creates fear. That time, when we talk ourselves, relax or stay calm, we can do this. This type of words can help us to control our emotions. So, emotional balance is also important in our life. So, inner dialogues help us to build confidence and also hope, and also it reduces our anxiety and stress. My friend will continue.
Intrapersonal communication and decision making. It's the discussion we have within ourselves. It helps us in.
I would like to talk about critical thinking, values, and goal setting. First, let me start with critical thinking. Critical thinking means think clearly before we take any decisions, and instead of acting fast, first we try to understand the situation and ask questions and try to give the best solution. And this helps us to make a right decisions in our life. Now come to values. Values are good principles that are guide our behavior. uh, that helps us to understand what is wrong and what is right. Values like honesty, respect, and responsibility shape our character and make us a better human being. Finally, The goal setting. Goal setting means decide what we want to achieve in life. When we set our goal clear, we get direction and stay focused. This helps us to go. Goals motivates us to work hard and uh, motivate us to work hard. To conclude, critical thinking helps us to decide wisely, and values guide our behavior or character, and goal setting gives us direction in life. Together, they all grow personally and professionally. My friend will continue.
And my topic is interpersonal communication and personal growth. Interpersonal communication means talking to yourself. It includes it includes self it includes self talk, um, and reflection. And
I want to talk about interpersonal communications and well-being. Well-being it includes our self-talking. By talking to ourselves, we can improve our mental well-being and healthy well-being. Firstly, reducing negative self-talk. It includes anxiety, depression, and low self-efficacy. Next,
Intrapersonal communication and decision making. It is the discussion we have within ourselves. It helps us in different ways. Firstly, evaluating the options. When we are facing a situation, our mind compares the options and decide which one would be better. Secondly, considering the consequences. When you are stuck between two options, our mind thinks of the consequences of the actions and decides which one would be better if we do. And lastly, making decisions with align with our values. It helps us in making decisions that feels right, ethical, and meaningful to every one of us. My friend will continue. Thank you.
Interpersonal communication is important in our lives, in our daily life. It was helpful to control our emotions and also to build our career. Thank you.
I'm Harshit representing Team 2, and my question to your presentation is that can you give me a real life? Okay, sorry. So, can I get a real life example where this intrapersonal communication actually works? Thank you.
Okay. Good question. When you face any interviews or any exams, that time our mind always creates fear in um, our mind. That time we need emotional strength. That time we talk with ourselves like stay calm, relax, you can do it. This kind of words help us to control our emotions and do our work. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really good clarification given to the question. Too good. Clap to her.
Good morning, everyone. I am Harshit, representing Team 2, and we've chosen, and I am here representing my team, and we are going to introduce about a lesson, power of intrapersonal communication, and generally we need to get to know about how actually communication works, and let's deep dive into how the communication works and types of communication. Well, there are two types of communications. They are interpersonal communications and intrapersonal communication. Well, coming to interpersonal communication, it is a type of communication where a person tries to dump his thoughts into another person, like a communication, like we speak with another person. But when it comes to intrapersonal communication, the person who speaks within himself to cope up with the situation which he is facing. And now we are going to discuss about how actually this intrapersonal communication works and the importance and the advantages. And let's get to know about how this actually works. And what is intrapersonal communication? Like I've said and mentioned before, intrapersonal communication is, like coping with yourself, like that it is a type of communication where you talk within yourself, like you just decide to give yourself a roadmap, or you just try to do something new, like learning some skills, or uplifting yourselves in different situations. Like even now, I've just done some interpersonal communication before presenting you guys this presentation. I've just talked with myself, before presenting. So it's type of interpersonal communications, and these kind of helps us in some situations where you go through interviews or presentation types, and these kind of help you in coping with situations and tough situations where you need to present, and you just need to practice. So that type of practice you just get with help of interpersonal communication when you have no peers to talk with. So I think this type of communication works when you think there are no other guys who understands your words, and in that moment or in that situations, this intrapersonal communication actually works. And the next slide is gonna be take by my friend Gunavardhan, and you have the mic.
As my friend said about introduction, now I am going to tell about self-conceptualization, which means how we understand ourselves and how we see ourselves, and it depends upon our internal dialogues, and it is also named as internal mirror, inner mirror, and as a in a student perspective, he always have a good conceptualization, and it is help others to get self motivated also, and they can get successful in life. And there are mainly three main pillars in the conceptualization. There are okay there are self-image and self-estimation. We have to believe in ourselves, and a person who have optimistic thoughts can also have a good self internal understanding, so it can become success in their lives. Now my friend will continue with this.
Now I'm going to tell about self-esteem and self-image. Self-esteem actually self-esteem is how much you think about yourself and how much you value yourself. It includes, for instance, if I say that I am capable of doing work on time, that means I have a good self-esteem. Whereas if I say I'm not, if I often say that I'm not capable of doing some work, it means I have a low self-esteem. It actually includes believing yourself and feeling worthy for love and care that you show on others. And self image means how you think about yourself and how you value yourself. If you have a good self image, it builds your confidence abilities. And if you have a bad self image, it eventually decreases your confidence. Now my friend Neelima will continue.
I would like to I would like to talk about self efficacy, which means I can attitude. Self efficacy means believing in your own ability. It is the confidence that we can do successfully completed our goals and achieve our goals. When a person says like yes, I can do this, they are more likely to hard and succeed. And self-talk. Self-talk plays important role to build confidence. Self-talk like I can improve, I can succeed. This makes to build confidence and self-doubting. Self-doubt, if a person doubting themselves again and again, they reduces their confidence. It is because a small and easy task also looking like difficult or impossible, that it can be stop us to reach our potential. Next, my friend will be continuing.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I like to tell about emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to understand, manage, and control our emotional responses. And the important method in the emotional regulation is intrapersonal communication, which can make ourselves to stay calm. And next one is management. By using positive self-talkness within ourselves can manage our intense emotions like anger, fear, and issues, anger, fear, and stress issues. And and next one is awareness. Self-communication within ourselves can help us to know our emotional state, and it allows to recognize our it helps us to recognize our emotional um, decision. Actually, you have come up with a good point, and I'm continue with my slide: decision making and critical thinking. Evaluating option, evaluating options. That means carefully analyzing all available choices by comparing their advantages and disadvantages, and engaging in
thoughtful self reflection to arrive at a fair and um, well balanced decisions. Critical thinking, developing clear, logical, and uh, well informed decisions by questioning assumptions, analyzing information deeply, and applying reasoned judgment. Value alignment, that means making sure that every decision reflects our core beliefs, personal values, personal values, critical principles, and ensuring consistency with our world. Uh, with our world. My friend will continue.
Good morning, one and all. I am here to explain about how we reach our goals actually. I am not just talking about hard work, I am explaining how we and
In this slide, I would like to talk about fostering resilience. Let we discuss what is resilience. Resilience is ability to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt positively towards challenges, and it helps us to overcome failures and move forward with confidence in our daily lives. Resilience plays a key role personal growth and success. Life does not always be planned. Sometimes we may face some difficulties, stress, and disappointments. It helps us to move forward. Resilient person always learn the difficulties and you uses these difficulties ability and uses these difficulties as opportunity to grow optimistic. Now my friend will continue.
Yeah, my friend come with my good point. So I want to talk about adaptive thinking. Yeah, what is adaptive thinking? Adaptive thinking, it is an ability to um, ability to change our mindset in a positive way, in a different situations, in unexpected situations. Let us take they are classified into three types. Yeah, reframing and reframing a flexible conversation. And next okay, next we can talk about reframing. It is an rearranging. It means um, when we face a situation, we can conclude we can take that it's an we have to overcome, and we have to take a challenge on that. Next, flexibility. On that, we have to talk is um, when we see a problem, we have to talk. When we see a problem, we have to see them in a not in difficulty ways. We have to see in a positive way, and we have to do it. Problem solving. Problem solving means it's adaptive thinking encourages us what can we want to do, what is happening there, not like that. It's an how to we can do it. That's an adaptive thinking encourages us. So these three points take a crucial role in our life to succeed in every person. Thank you. My friend Pallavi will continue. Okay, thank you.
I would like to speak about the impact on well-being. Well-being means being healthy mentally and emotionally, not only physically. Uh, our thoughts plays a very crucial role in our daily life. Firstly, I would like to speak about negative self-talk. Negative self-talk means thinking about badly ourselves. In this slide, I would like to explain about the two important skills that helps us to improve intrapersonal communication skills. Mindfulness. Mindfulness means which strengthens our character. It helps us to focus and reduces stress and overthinking. Being mindfulness, we can. Now, my friend will continue.
Now we'll complete. I am continue the second part of the cultivating the effective skills. The mind.
I would like to speak about impact on well-being. Well-being means being healthy mentally and emotionally. Our thoughts become plays a very important role in our daily life. Firstly, I would like to speak about reducing self-talk. Negative self-talk means thinking badly ourselves. Like I cannot do this. These words increase our stress and anxiety. We can reduce this. Uh, our mind becomes calm and our confidence improves. Next is self-compassion. Self-compassion means kind to ourselves during difficult times. We Thank you.
Today, I would like to say about the seeking external feedback, broadening perspectives, actively take the feed viewpoints from the trusted friends or professions or any mentors to challenge internal biases and the and com-
So yeah, transforming your world by decision making upon which type of communication you choose, and you need to first step is you need to communicate within yourself or other persons to better version of yourself. Like becoming better versions of yourself. And I would like to conclude this. And I would like to conclude this with a question from you. I am expecting a question from you guys. And can I get a question, please?
The presentation was good, but I liked Bhagya Ganesh's presentation was very good. And I have a question for him. Uh, as you talked about the adaptive thinking,
Yeah.
so can you give an real life experience how adaptive thinking works?
Yeah. Let us take an example, Rubik's Cube. In Rubik's Cube, we can solve uh, in many ways. We can think very deeply about that and how to solve it and how to do it. Um, um, these three crucial roles are very important in that topic. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pranit. I am from Team 3. We're going to present the intrapersonal communication. I would like to give the introduction about intrapersonal communication. What is interpersonal communication? Interpersonal communication is nothing but a one who can talk himself, which we talk ourselves to identify our strengths, weaknesses, and we can learn about ourselves, which we face our difficulties and everything. We can communicate with ourselves. Interpersonal communication is nothing but a one who talks with himself. It helps in it helps in uh, it helps in our physical growth, and it helps to identify our strengths and weaknesses which we are lagging of. From now on, my friend Jagdish will continue.
As my friend said, it happens inside our body. It helps in problem solving. It it improves our self awareness, like knowing what is your strength and what is your weakness. It helps in decision making by choosing right or wrong.
My topic is building self concept through intrapersonal communication. First of all, intrapersonal communication means communication between two members is called interpersonal communication, and self concept is main key role to understand ourselves during my friend will.
Building self concept in interpersonal communication means self reflection, self talk, and setting goals. Means thinking about your strengths, weaknesses, and actions that experiences. Your inner voice can build your confidence or break your confidence by honestly assessing your progress, by boosting your motivation and clarity.
So I want to speak about emotional intelligence. So if I stand like this, if I stand like this, I am not controlling the words which I want to speak. I have a low self-esteem, and it looks like I have a low self-esteem. And when I speak like this, everyone thinks that I'm very confident about myself, and I'm speaking what I want. But do we really think that we all have a self-talk before presenting our topics? I think none of us will think that what we presented is liked by us. Everyone thinks what I presented is liked by someone, and if they give a good compliment, I spoke well. But is it really good? So we all think that. So everyone thinks that if someone tells us what we said is good, we have presented it very well. But I think it's not like that, because if we believe in ourselves that we can do anything, we will have a good self-esteem and emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a part of interpersonal communication. We should manage our talking skills and behavior in our public places. So my friend will continue.
Self-reflection is positive self-talk means
I'm here to talk about decision making and problem solving. Uh, your internal dialogue makes a crucial tool for weighing options and making anticipating outcomes. If you talk yourself in difficult in a decision making, if you can't talk to others or explain to others, you can explain to yourself and you can make a good decision. And you have to be with your core values. You can't you you can't uh, you, you can't cross your core values, and you have to follow your values when you are making a decision. Like example, I take when you are joining a btech course, everyone will ask to yourself what you will take, a or btech degree, bba, and etc. But you have to talk to yourself what you take. Thank you. My friend will continue.
Now I am going to talk about personal growth and well-being. So it is all about the discovering growth opportunities, decision like prepared in well communication and initiate cultivate operation. So about it, this when it comes to discovering growth opportunities, we need to be self focused on ourselves. We need to focus on the pinpoint areas where we need to be more confident when we go to an interview or any other stuffs. Then it comes this next, my friend.
Today I'm going to talk about personal growth and well-being. This means improving ourselves from the inside so we can become confident and stronger. Identify limiting beliefs. When we all sometimes believe some things like that, I can't do it. By thinking about ourselves, we can find them negative thoughts, replace them into positive ones. Self confidence. When we understand our strengths and trust ourselves, our confidence grows. It helps us face challenges easily. My friend.
Now I want to talk about cultivating effective interpersonal communication. So, interpersonal communication is the communication that occurs within individual. So, some of the effective interpersonal communications are active self-thinking and positive affirmation and structured journaling. So, coming to active self-listening, so it involves uh, it involves self thinking in us, and it builds our confidence, and it reduces our negative thoughts. So it enhances self thinking and holds a key model in our thinking, and we can listen our words, and we next positive affirmation. So positive affirmation are the constructive. Positive affirmation are the constructive things. Uh, I would like to speak about your inner LA. Mm. I would like to speak about real world impact from inner voice to outer voice. Um, Leadership excellence. Leader should understand and manage their inner feeling, uh, motivate and inspire the teams more effectively, improve mental health, reduce stress and anxiety, and they build emotional resilience. My friend will continue.
Meaningful living is when your action match your personal value and your feeling as a clear purpose, and you feel is satisfied and peacefully. Your awareness, interpersonal communication beginning begin by begin by noticing, observe your observe your self-talk carefully and identify negative thoughts and replacement them positive and constructive thoughts.
Utilize the reflection tools. To utilize the reflection tools, we choose some methods. The methods are uh, uh, mind mapping and judicial, and making the mistakes and read, and meditation, and empowerment of the boosting confidence and self-awareness about yourself, and empower your life, and creating self-awareness in your life, and building confidence, and reading your mistakes and learn from the mistakes, and improve yourself.
Question is from the audience. Who wants to respond first? Hello. It's not a joke.
I guess liked how you guys presented, and I just liked the slides. And I just wanna ask one question, like, what is communication? And you're just saying that interpersonal or interperson, and I just wanna know that what is communication? Thank you.
See, these days, intrapersonal communication is becoming interpersonal. We should have our self-esteem with us, and we should talk with us before we are doing any work. But nowadays, people are thinking about others, and if I do this work, they will get like this, or they will judge about this. So the communication, what you are asking, should start within yourself.
Point. Yeah. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jashidesh of CSE-B, and today we, Team 4, are going to give a presentation on the power of intrapersonal communication. So, I would like to start with a question. So, what is communication? So, communication is nothing but sharing our ideas and thoughts with others, and and let me give an example. Like we have talking with our friends, sharing our ideas, and in a group discussion and like that. And what is intrapersonal communication? So today I will be going after college to a movie or uh, do a cooking. So it is like a self-talk. And self-talk comes under intrapersonal communication, which is talking to our inner self. So talking to our inner self is a good thing, and it helps to growth and human welfare too. And next slide will be explained by my friend.
Self-image is a way that self-image is a way that
I am going to give a presentation on self-esteem. Self-esteem means the value and the respect that we give to ourselves. It is how we feel about who we are and what we can do. When self-esteem is high, the person will speak confidently and they can face anything. And when self-esteem is low, they cannot speak confidently and they avoid challenges. Self-esteem is built by positive thinking and learn from mistakes instead of being disappointed. For example, in this situation, those students who has high self-esteem, they can feel like I may feel nervous, but I can present my presentation very well. And those students who has low self-esteem, they feel like everyone will laugh at me, I cannot do this. So self-esteem helps us to keep ourselves confident. Thank you.
I need to tell about self-efficacy. Self-efficacy means one's confidence to believe and just I can do it. It improves it im- it improves our motivation and performance. It helps in handling challenges. It also helps in improving your and building your confidence, resilience. The other part, my friend will continue.
Emotional regulation and interpersonal communication. This slide tells us that emotional part of our daily life. They affect how we think, behave, and talking to others. If we if we understand and control our emotions, we can
My friend will my friend will come with good topic, and I will explain about emotional expressions. Emotional expressions is the people how they express emotions from inside to outside the world, and it helps to connect with others and communicate with others, and it reduces stress and build the confidence, and there are many common ways of emotional expressions like facial expressions or and voice and arts like
that, and my friend will continue with that.
So let's go briefly through the intrapersonal let's go briefly through the intrapersonal communication skills. Inka number. Ma'am, is it audible right now? Let's go briefly through the intrapersonal communication skills. The intrapersonal communication skills are the skills, are the communication which you speak in yourself, like self-talk and self-awareness in you. This improves your communication skills. That if when you talk to yourself, then then you will get to the part to personal growth yourself. So it the elaboration will continue. But
What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to recover. Resilience is the ability to recover from difficulties and face challenges with strength. Um,
from self from from self criticism to self compassion. The pro- Your inner voice is your superpower. You should build your confidence and increase motivation and cultivate resilience. If you build confidence, you should believe in yourself, and you will success. You will get success, and when you cultivate resilience, then it will help to rebound at your success.
Cultivating effective intrapersonal communication. This helps us a person to understand their own decision and decision making and self thoughts and self confidence. It improves self decision making, uh, self thought. In self decision making means like in any situations like a career choosing and marriages, and in marriage making, uh, one should make their own decision for their better relationship. These are the upcoming strategies for cultivating effective intrapersonal communications.
And in the last, I would like to conclude with a quotation with which was said by Socrates, talk to yourself every day. Otherwise, you will be losing an intelligent person in the world. So thank you. Any questions?
I think your team presented very well. I would like to ask you what is mental clarity as you posted in your slides.
So mental clarity is nothing but when you speak in yourself while giving the presentation, you'll be in a clear mind of state that you'll have some confidence that confidence to present yourself with no stress and no strain. So you'll give in a mental clarity that you'll present your best at that moment.
So you did well.